Today is Saturday, November 18th, 2023. Could you please tell me your name?
My name is Olabode Christopher Adeyeta-Olasupo.
Perfect. And do I have permission to record this interview?
Yes.
Alrighty. In your experience, how has Petworth changed over time?
I'm a recent transplant to the area. Uh, I came into the area around 2018, though I lived in downtown Silver Spring then when I was still married. And I was working at Mary Center, so I used to come down to Georgia and Taylor Street. And there's been a little bit of changes over there since then. That was 2018 to now. Uh, but obviously, I think there are more people around and more activities from what I can see, which is a good thing.
And do you think anything has been lost as a result of all these changes?
I noticed that now that I moved into DC proper, that I live in DC, and having conversation with people that have been here for a long time, uh, they'll talk about not the affordability of the area, housing, and cost of living having gone up. Um, that, in essence, have kind of pushed a lot of people out of the area. So there's an influence of new people, but the older generation, people that grew up here, they're moving out bit by bit. So that's kind of change that people discuss about.
And do you think the community has gained anything from the changes that have occurred?
Definitely, with anything change, there's always the good part and the bad, the negative side of it. Um, the area is being revitalized. There's a lot of new ideas coming up, and but I would suggest that if they can be able to retain some of the old time, the people like been here before, that would be good too. To be a good blend of both sides of it. Yeah.
What places in Petworth make you feel like you're a part of the community?
Um, like the activity we're having right now, like having different vendors around, that brings interconnectivity amongst people, uh, makes the community kind of vibrant and people feel among, you know, brings inclusivity. So that those are and some of other things like I think recently they had art nights in the libraries, stuff like that. That is good for the community. in my view.
And do you have a favorite memory from your time here?
Do I have what?
Say it again.
What was the question?
Do you have a favorite memory from your time here?
Uh, yeah. Um, the cultural activities. And there was this show that they brought to DC once. I hope they can bring it back again by Pharrell. The Something in the Water Carnival. That was really good. I was there. It brought a lot of artists and stuff like that. If they can have something like that, I do know that there are other stuffs like that, but not just on that magnitude. Yeah. So the cultural exchange, music festival, arts, which is is the future of DC, and they also did something recently like the
Yeah.
go night stuff, yeah, which I went to see, and that's good too. The what's it called, the moving museum on the wheels, yeah. So things like that, those are fond memories.
And in 5 years from now, what do you envision for Petworth?
Uh, More affordable housing, which is my field where I work at right now. Um, I know right now Mayor Braza is kind of implementing like mixed development in one building, which is very good. But also I think there's going to be a need for dedicated um, standalone buildings, at which I do understand the reason why they're kind of like making mixed so that it won't be like segregation and in this, all over again. But at the same time, there has to be some low cost housing that is kind of dedicated to um, that population that needs it. So I envision that, and a lot of more um, mental health awareness uh, will be good for the community too.
And is there anything that you would like to address about the community that I haven't asked you?
The carjacking, there's a lot of carjacking around. I do understand being from the social service industry. I do understand that the reason why they're doing catch and release, but at the same time, that it's going to get to a point whereby there has to be consequences, and maybe not that, not incarceration, maybe implement more social workers, social services into the mix with the court system, whereby they will be able to kind of like reorientate the kids from high school and stuff like that. Because now kids have this belief that it's a free for all. They're not gonna. There's no repercussion for their actions, so it's only going to fester. But if they can, like, set a boundary and let them know that if you do this, I mean, you might not necessarily go to be incarcerated, but you're going to pay for it. That will kind of like go a long way to reduce the crime rate in the community.
Well, that is all my questions. Thank you so much for taking the time out to do this.
Thanks for having me.